Dave, congratulations. You needed 4 points to guarantee the title. That's 3 of them. Was it nail-biting at times for you, though, tonight?
It's always going to be, unless you score 3 in the first 20 minutes. We just need to get back to us tonight, and I thought we did that. There are always going to be nervy moments in a game. I thought we dominated the game. Critical first half and say we didn't make the keeper make enough saves. I think we made 1 save from Paddy, but we've probably had upwards of 15 shots, and that pattern continued for the first bit of the second half. So you're always going to get a little bit of a thought process. Is it going to be one of those nights for us? But we persevered, we stuck at it, we deservedly scored, and should have won by more, but listen, tonight was about winning. We've done that, and now we move on.
You got the ball into wide areas quite a lot, particularly in the first half, but the quality of the cross perhaps wasn't there. But when it was there, Paddy's always going to put those in, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought, like I say, I spoke at half time, that was the one thing that let us down. I think we've scored a lot of goals this year, and I thought we lacked a little bit of not so much belief, but belief in how you put the ball in. So for me, I want us to commit to whipping a ball in. And if the ball doesn't hit one of our players, then we have a chance of scoring. I thought we were a bit safe and floated stuff in. I thought we, at times, and we've spoken about this, rather than build, we just put balls in for the sake of putting balls in, and that doesn't really suit us with the players we've got in the team. As you say, second half, a bit different. Again, I'll be critical because I'll tell them the same in there. Keno's put 2 brilliant balls in where we have to score, and that's more around people not being in areas. We were committing bodies forward, but there's no good committing bodies forward if they're all stood around the edge of the box or sort of penalty spot area. They're goals, and we need to take advantage of them moments in order to not make it nervy and edgy, because the game then becomes a lot more controlled in our favour, and we're more in front than what we were, and we should have been that, really.
You picked a team tonight with 1 recognised striker, which seemed counterintuitive tonight. What was the thinking going into the
game? You have to look at what potentially you go into the game with. Wanted to get legs on the pitch, still wanted to be positive. We've played, although we've played like say 1 striker, we've played 2 wingers at wing backs, we've played with attacking midfield players, if you like, to go and get forward. We wanted to try and get good players and goal scorers and creative players at the top end of the pitch, allowing Sars to play his game without the, I suppose, restrictions of having to get back into his shape, allowing Will to play his game, knowing that if he went, then Sars could sit in there, and still have the security of Crosby and Andy to give us some control in terms of how we played. We thought we'd go like that. I think we could pick a different team. You go with what you feel. The lads who have been left out aren't left out because they didn't play well by any stretch on Sunday. We just felt that tonight was the best way to go with experienced heads on the pitch that have played in some big games, that are used to playing in this environment and this atmosphere, and that served us well.
Were you worried at the end at all? You gave away a cheap free kick, and they hit the bar as well with a deflected effort, and knowing their reputation, Gary's got his teams into winning positions in the last 10 minutes quite often this season. Yeah,
again, once the game, or when the game's 1-0, you're always going to get a little bit nervy, and you're potentially 1 stroke of bad luck away from conceding. I thought we defended poorly for the one that did hit the bar, and we need to do better with that. In the last 10 minutes, they're down to 10 men with Armani little has to come off, and they're down to 10 men. I think we can have more control there, but again, we've had chances going the other way where we should finish the game off. If we'd have drew the game, it would have been a travesty. We deserve to win convincingly. 1-0 now is as convincing as it needs to be, but I'd have hoped it will. Certainly for the second half, I'd have wished it would have been a whole lot more than that. But we've got ourselves an opportunity on Sunday now that we'll try and take.
I read your programme notes. I thought they were quite Churchillian in your rallying call to the county fans tonight. It was a real statement, and you asked them to shock you tonight. You asked them to get right behind the team. They certainly did that tonight.
Yeah, listen, that's the first time in here where we've had support from the whole ground in terms of behind the other end as well, which makes a massive difference. I suppose there then can be a little bit. Although we were shooting towards the shield end in the second half, if we had got turned around, we were still shooting towards our fans. So when you've got your own fans at both ends, it can make a difference. My programme looks like I say They only need to be short. I think we know the situation we're in. They were brilliant tonight. They did more than did their job for us, and we thankfully the biggest bit of adversity we got was the fact that we weren't taking our chances and we weren't testing the goalkeeper enough, and got ourselves in front. And I'm sure. I listened to a guy on the radio this afternoon, a Man City fan, funny enough, who was saying about enjoy the game, and he said, I'll watch the game, I'm not sure I'll enjoy it. And I think that's probably what the majority of people in here did tonight, because there is so much riding on it from their perspective. You do watch it, like I say, it's not enjoyable as much as we've played in a way that's got players forward and got into good areas and created chances. Unless you stick them chances away, it doesn't become a great watch or a comfortable watch. That's why we do it, unfortunately. That's why people keep turning up, and we'll need them again on Sunday. I know they'll be right behind us, and we have, like I say, a really big opportunity to make it a special day, a special season for us. But we've got to recover, because that was a monumental effort. We've had one opportunity, it's passed us by. We've got another opportunity this weekend. We've got to make sure we control us, regardless of what happens elsewhere.
Well, you can create history on Sunday, as you know. It'll be first time in a lifetime, really, for county fans. Back in the Football League as well, after an 11-year exile. You only need a point against Halifax. Pete Wild was here tonight watching it. Do you go out and play for the draw?
No, I wish we could. Listen, they need to win the game. We need to win the game. I think in these situations, not just players, human beings are funny creatures, and you can think and overthink. We just got to play our game, and we're not. Regardless of how we go about it, we'll play in a certain way. We're not gung-ho about it. We always make sure that security-wise, rest defence-wise, when we're in possession, we've got enough bodies to cover, and we want to try and maintain and build attacks. Hopefully, we can get ourselves in a position where the control we have will be from a winning position. Halifax will again come here with a lot to play for themselves in terms of where they finish in the playoff positions. They'll want to win the game and hope results go in their favour in order for them to finish in the top 3 spots, if you like. So I'm sure it'll be like I say, a game with lots riding on it, for them and for us, against 2 teams that are at the top of the league for the right reasons. And we've just got to focus on what we do and try and win the game.
Wish you every success. Well done tonight. Thanks,
John.
Dave.
Cheers, thank you.